Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of College Free. My name is Alexander, and I'll be spending the next 10 days visiting a country that the U.S. State Department has labeled as one of the most dangerous countries for American tourists to visit.
The State Department has urged the U.S. citizens to reconsider their plans to visit Pakistan.
So I'm about to spend the next 48 hours traveling to Pakistan. I'm here in the Seattle airport. I've spent the last 10 days here shooting. So before I go, let's do a quick rundown of why Pakistan. So the first thing is I speak Urdu. I spent 2 years in a language school studying Urdu and Pakistani culture. The second thing is that because I'm freelance, I have to find a way to make myself marketable. So what I'll be doing is for the next 10 days, I will be in Islamabad and Lahore. I'll be meeting with a variety of different people. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to set up a network in Pakistan so I can come back in October to build up my reputation and build a portfolio. In the meantime, let's go travel. The first stop was a red-eye flight from Seattle to New York City. So now I'm headed to Etihad Airways, which is in Terminal 4, and I'm headed to Abu Dhabi, and then Abu Dhabi direct to Islamabad. So I thought I was couch surfing with this guy, but it turns out there was a miscommunication, and he's not even in Islamabad, so the guy that I was supposed to be couch surfing with can't host me, so now I gotta find a host in like, I don't know, a few hours or whatever. So I'm actually really excited about this flight because it's the first time that I've flown with this airline. It's airline Etihad, and the cool thing about the international flights is that their standards typically are a lot higher, and typically the seats are a little bit bigger, and especially because it's an international flight, it's going to be a lot more spacious. One of the objectives, other than to travel and make connections, is to disprove some of the assumptions and stereotypes that the West has about Pakistan.
What comes to your mind when you think of Pakistan?
The things you have. War. The war.
Would you ever like to visit Pakistan? No.
Now I'm headed to Pakistan. My flight leaves in about 20 minutes, and I'm honestly pretty nervous. It didn't set in until like just as we were about to touch down into Abu Dhabi. And yeah, I'm super nervous. Just an update, so my host, who was originally going to host me in Islamabad, there was a miscommunication and he can't host me anymore. So I found a last minute host, but he can only host me for one night. So I'm going to stay with him, and then I don't know what's happening after that. Alright, because last night was really crazy, let me get you guys caught up. I arrived at like 7 last night. The last time I saw my luggage was in Seattle, which was like 48 hours ago, so we'll see if it actually comes. Odds are 50-50 that it actually shows up. I had to talk to the guards for like a while because what happened is I'm bringing some alcohol into the country, and it's forbidden for anybody who's a Muslim to bring alcohol in. But since I'm not Muslim, I'm technically allowed to bring alcohol in. So I have these 2 bottles of alcohol, of liquor, and they just were like not wanting to let me through. And I don't know if they wanted a bribe or whatever, but like they just wouldn't let me through with them. And then I finally kept like pushing higher and higher. I was like, hey, let me see your boss and your boss and your boss. And then finally I got to the point where the boss was like, you know what, just screw it. Just take the bottle of alcohol, don't do it again. But anyway, so I met Shahazib. He helped me with the taxi and then getting near the food, and yeah, he's been really kind. So couch surfing, you should definitely do it because of this guy. But anyway, so I arrived with Shahazib and we went out for dinner. And what's a stereotype about Pakistan?
Yeah, Pakistan is considered as a terrorist country, and everyone is very afraid because of the media. There is bad in Pakistan. Bad is everywhere, also in the US.
So anyway, we just got like an Airbnb, which happens to be like a kind of Airbnb hostel thing. So probably going to end up staying here for about 5 days. But anyway, anyway, it's going to be a great day. There's also a lot of pollution. I didn't realize that. So I'm really happy that there's a thunderstorm coming in right now because it smells like hard-boiled eggs. So one of the biggest questions that I got was how dangerous actually is Pakistan?
The US Vice President, during a visit to Afghanistan, took a swipe at neighbouring Pakistan, echoing Donald Trump's words that the country provides a safe haven for terrorists.
We can no longer be silent about Pakistan's safe havens for terrorist organizations that pose a threat to the region and beyond.
So let's go take a little walk on the streets of Islamabad. So I'm trying to get a SIM card for a phone and I need to get to a Zong franchise. For what I understand, I can get 20 gigabytes of data for $19 or something a month. Basically just like prepaid or whatever. We'll go see if this is actually true though.
Data आपको कितना चाहिए? 8 GB, 10 GB.
8 GB.
10 GB data, 2,000.
2,000? Okay. From what I understand, because my internet is really bad, I think that I got, it's 8 gigabytes of data, but I got that for 2,200 Pakistani rupees, so that's not super bad. The one thing that was really interesting is that I had to use my my passport, so they have to verify my passport and my visa and everything before I can get a phone, which is kind of cool. So the two guys you see holding hands they're not gay. It's in Pakistan it's a symbol of like really good friendship when you're holding hands with another guy to show that you guys are, to show that they're like they're good friends. So I'm here at Jinnah Park, and Jinnah Park actually takes up a whole sector, like a whole sector of Islamabad. And so the way that the city is broken up is there's a bunch of different little squares. It's a planned city, and this takes up a massive chunk of it. Probably I would say like maybe even like 1/10 of the gridded city, which is pretty cool. Yeah, kya hai? Ye kitne ka hai? So I have here papad, which I got for 20 rupees, and it has some masala on it, but it's like a type of chip. I think it's made out of corn. Oh, it's awesome. Supposedly it's like a local thing. Maybe I'm wrong, but either way, it's like you can eat like a giant bag of these. I don't know.
बहुत अच्छी जगह है एज ए पार्क, बहुत अच्छी पार्क है यहाँ पे सैर करने के लिए और वॉक करने के लिए.
You can see the mountains that are surrounding almost all of Islamabad. And you can just see how far the park runs. So awesome news. I just turned on my phone and got like a ton of messages. So it turns out that I do have internet, which is awesome because I'm kind of lost, I think. I finally arrived at Faisal Mosque, and what happened was I passed by a naval complex, or I passed by the naval headquarters, and the police stopped me because they thought I was taking pictures of the headquarters. But so they stopped me and they questioned me. They took down all my information, and then yeah, and then they let me go because they realized I wasn't taking pictures of the I didn't even know it was there. But anyway, so that happened. But yeah, I'm here, and so this is the 7th largest mosque in the world from what I understand. So we're gonna go take a look inside and see what happens. So it also turns out that I can't do any photos or video in or around the mosque. So, but anyway, I just wanted to note that it is so stunning. Like, it's so stunning. I can't imagine being here on a sunny day. Like, the white marble would probably blind you. Yes, we're headed to the Pakistan Monument right now, and via taxi. The driving here is absolutely nuts. Like, it's totally nuts. I literally sat down just to eat some food a while back. Iska naam kya hai?
Burger ka bhai shargar.
Burger ka bhai sugar.
Okay. Oh yes. Action.
And immediately there's a crowd of people, and we started talking about like the way that Pakistanis view Americans and the way that Americans view Pakistanis. Unfortunately, the majority of Americans, if they think about Pakistan, it's not positive, right?
Myth is created about Pakistan that we are terrorists and extremists.
Right, and it's totally
But it's
wrong.
not like that.
Absolutely
It's
wrong.
totally opposite.
Right.
We think that the Americans are amazing people. Media stated about the government of Obama and the official rulers.
Yeah, the stereotypes just aren't true, right? I mean, it's like I come here and then I get to meet all of these amazing people all the time, and yet in the United States, the media tells me, hey, don't go to Pakistan because they're going to kill you. It's like, are you kidding me? And unfortunately, we get a lot of these really bad ideas about each country, and I think it's just wrong. And I think the only way that we can clear that out is through travel and just meeting locals and other locals meeting locals. I mean, that's just it.
I will suggest for Americans, and especially to the world, to the other people, that come to Pakistan, see the people, meet with people, and your mind will automatically change.
Stay tuned for next week when we continue to explore what Pakistan is actually like. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and live hard and stay awesome.